What's up, guys? So I'm going to pull the curtain back a little bit here and give some explanation on my thoughts on North America and the channel here for YouTube. Because so one of the people always ask is like, oh, no one in North America cares about Archeworld, or they don't care about an NFT, MMORPG, they don't want blockchain, right? So this is analytics. This is data that I have from my YouTube videos, and so each video has its own stats, its own analytics. And this is what is Archeworld? Everything you need to know about this new MMO play to earn game from XL Games. This is, one of the most popular videos of my channel for Archeworld specifically. And you can see over time, this is a chart of the views that it got. So this video is approximately 8 months old now. So this was done in the alpha. And you can see it starts off and it's just slow and steady, like, okay, people are watching it. So September 1st, the game launched, and there wasn't any massive like spikes. It was just like 10, 20, 15, people slowly watching this, slowly over time. Another 10, 20, 30, 15 people watch. Just pretty standard like uptrend. About 5, 10 people every single day. As we get into the 210 days, so then you got 2008. Or 2,821 people have watched this video, and then we have up here this spike, and you can see the trajectory of this video. So what is that spike? Well, the spike is when the North America and South America server got launched. So right around that time, so right here we can see 3,000, and then it jumps up to 3,789. So 700 views on around March 29th. So that is coinciding with the time period where they announced the North America, South America server. And ever since then, as you can see, the video is starting to kind of skyrocket it more up. The trajectory is not as flat as it used to be. You can see just this flat, flat, flat. You can see we are peaking upwards because as it gets closer and closer to the launch of the North America, South America server, there is more hype and there is more anticipation. This is why when a game launches, the hype is always at the biggest because there is marketing, there is advertisements that are happening. And although XL Games isn't doing, the greatest job marketing or advertising, the players are marketing their friends' codes, telling people about the game, introducing, hey, Archeworld, have you heard about this game? There are some websites, some gaming websites that have advertisements and interviews, like things are out there. Press releases are out there. And so more and more people are hearing about Archeworld, and they're like, huh, because right now this is the push. This is where they advertise. And it may be, it's not the greatest advertisement, right? It's a lot of social media, random sharing links and doing social stuff, tagging people, like those kind of things. But the word of mouth advertising is working. And you can just see from this video, like I did nothing to advertise this video anywhere. I didn't post this link anywhere. I haven't posted this link to anywhere. This has all been done through word of mouth, through YouTube. People are searching, hey, what is Archeworld? Or they're typing in Archeworld in the YouTube search bar, and this video is like, okay, hey, what is Archeworld? Like, it gives you, okay, this is the basics. This is what we need to know about Archeworld. So, and then you got even more real-time data. So in the last 48 hours, we got 182 views on this stuff. So the data here is pretty cool. And as you can see, significant increase and uptick is going on. And this happens until launch, and then a little bit after launch, it will die down. So you saw that a little bit over here as well. When this video first got created, there was this kind of like spike, 0 to 300 views in the first day, or whatever it was, 0 to 400 views, whatever it was in the first day. So you got that kind of nice little spike, and then after that, it just kind of like trickles, a couple views, 10 views, 20 views, 30 views, not much happens. And same thing, so you get that big spike, and then you start a little bit of a trickle. But we're also on a kind of an uptrend right now because I think people heard about the land minting. So there was a lot of social media advertising on land minting. And land minting, the public minting, has just happened, and land sales are now done. There's going to be no more land sales from XL Games for the southern continent. They have not done any more land sales in Asia. The northern continent is not open yet. We also have aqua and marina houses that are coming up soon, but as of now, there is no land sales on the horizon for any of the servers. So the only way to get land, if you want to own it, which you do not have to own land, it is completely optional. So this is a big complaint that everyone says, like, oh, I saw the game is NFT based, I'm out. It's like, what the hell is wrong with you? If you do some research, you realize that the NFT just adds value to the game. You do not have to have an NFT to play this game. The NFT only gives you ownership of a land plot. That's all the NFT does. So essentially, what the NFT does is it makes it so you don't have to pay a monthly rental fee. So if you think of it this way, the game is free to play, but it has a subscription cost. The subscription cost is your rental fee. So if you want to rent one place, it's going to cost you approximately 25 bucks. If you want to rent two small places, it's going to cost you approximately 50 bucks, and so forth. And depending on how much money you want to spend, you can have a rental fee of, 300 bucks, 400 bucks a month if you want a lot of land, or if you want bigger land, or if you want a specific house location, and so forth, right? So there is a subscription fee. This is a sub-based game. If you really want to play it, it's a sub-based game. But you have the option to do a one-time purchase and buy that land outright. So you own the land, right? If you want to have a small land plot, you can go and buy that land for approximately $200 right now on the North America server, and you never have to pay the sub fee again because you own that land. You don't have to pay the rental fee because you own that land. You own that land. You are the homeowner. This is what people don't understand, is that it's like a one-time fee to own the land, that you don't ever have to pay that sub fee, right? And it gets even better because when you quit, you own the land and you can sell the land. You can sell to someone else. So say you play the game for 6 months, you're like, I don't like it anymore, I don't have time, or whatever reason you want to quit, right? So now you go and take your land because you own it. You can do whatever you want with it. You could rent it to someone else, or you could just sell it and get some of your money back, or maybe even more money. So 6 months go by, you use the game, you play the game, you're like, okay, I'm done with the game. Finish, something else came out, I want to play something else. I want to play, Final Fantasy 14, or I want to play Final Fantasy 15, or whatever the newest games that came out. Well, now you go to sell your land, and you're like, whoa, the land is worth $250. So not only did you use the land for 6 months for free, didn't cost you anything, right? Nothing extra. Then you sold the land for $250. So now you made $50 profit, $35 after fees, but you made profit, we'll say, on the land, and it didn't cost you anything. Okay, we can do reverse. What if the land went down? What if the land is only worth $100? Okay, so now you go and you're like, okay, I'm gonna sell my land. All right, man, I bought it for $200. It's only worth $100. Okay, still you sell it for $100. You actually got to use the land for 6 months and earned based on the land and had enjoyment out of it. You didn't have to pay the $25 a month rental fee. So you still made profit there, because if you do 6 times 25, that's $150 that you would have paid in the monthly sub to rent the land. But you bought it for $200, you sold it for $100, so really you only paid $100 and you still got all the usage out of it. Like, people don't understand that the NFT does not mean bad shit. There's been too many scams out there, though, that scare people about NFTs. And so when they see NFT, they're like, it's a scam. Like, that's their automatic response. But in Archeworld, it's not a scam. It's legitimately like you own a piece of the game. It's like owning your subscription fee. You don't have to pay the subscription fee at all. Once you own the land, that's it. You own the land. You don't have to rent it. And in life, you never want to be renting things, in my opinion. You always want to be owners of stuff. You want to be an owner of a house. You want to own a car. You don't want to rent. Just think about it. All the money that you waste renting. When you pay your rent to someone, you're paying their mortgage. Sure, you can get up and leave and move whenever. That's the freedom of renting. But if you're going to stay there for 5-10 years, you're just pretty much paying somebody's house, right? And they're going to probably increase your rents. Like, that's what landlords do. They increase your rents. Like, every year they'll be like, we need to increase your rent because, cost of living went up. We want more money. So, you're at the mercy of the landlords who could raise your rents, every year or whatever their contract says. Same thing. If you have a car and you own the car, you're like, cool, make the car payments, pay it off, and now you own the car. But if you're renting, that payment is never going away. And worse, if you're just taking Ubers and Lyfts everywhere, think of all that money that you are just wasting, throwing away. If you do Ubers and Lyft for like 5 years in a row, start calculating how many Ubers and Lyfts you do and how much money is spent on those things. You'll be amazed at how much money is just wasted. Just buy a freaking car. Like, you don't need to buy an expensive car. Buy a cheap car. Buy a Toyota Corolla. Buy a Kia Rio. Like, buy those kinds of cars. They give you incredible value, in my opinion. So obviously, this is all my opinion on matters. And so you can do whatever you want with your money, personally. I've had good financial success with the decisions that I have made in life. So, I believe owning is always better. And especially in anything, owning is better. Unless you want that flexibility to like leave and quit really quick. If you're only going to use it for like a couple days, or in this game, like a month, then maybe renting will work out. That's what I started with in Asia, right? I started with a couple Phantom cards. I think it was two lands, like 2 medium lands. And then I just rented a bunch from XL Games to test the game out, because I was originally only planning to play for like a month and do some videos and see how the game was, and then be like, okay, I'm done. So I ended up playing for like 3 months because I liked the game and I enjoyed the game. Like, I should have just bought more properties at that point. But it was still actually profitable in Archeworld to rent the property and use it and then make money. Like, it was profitable. So it wasn't as bad. But yeah. Should have owned the properties, man. Like, anyway, that's my little rant on this. Thanks for watching if you are still here. And if you have any questions or comments, post them down below. Love to hear from you guys. Do this for the sole reason of interacting with the community, because as you can see, we don't make much money on the channel here. This channel, this YouTube stuff, right, is not about making money. Like, I'm not getting rich off of $17 from this video that I uploaded 8 months ago. Like, I don't make much money off YouTube videos. Like, I do this for fun. I do this for enjoyment. Yeah, you get a little bit of chump change, but it's not like I'm making bank off of YouTube videos. I'm not trying to be, a YouTuber. That's why I don't, have great editing qualities or anything. I'm not, it's not my job. That's not what I do. So yeah. If anyone ever says I just do this for the money, you can see here, $17 for this video, 5,000 views or whatever. Yay. 8 months, 9 months. Yeah, you really make a lot of money on YouTube. No, you don't. So that is it for us here. I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching as always. Good luck, have fun, and I'll see you in the North America, South America servers.